Some water slides out there are on another level entirely. These extreme slides are designed to push the limits and sometimes lead to wild incidents. So buckle up and get ready, because we're diving into the world's most dangerous water slides. Number 1, thrill ride for the brave. The Skyslide in Los Angeles is not for the faint-hearted. Connecting the 70th and 69th floors of the US Bank Tower, it sits a dizzying 1,000 feet above downtown LA. The ride only lasts 4 seconds, but for anyone scared of heights, feels like an eternity. This transparent slide offers a full 360-degree view, including a straight-down look at the city below. Trusting a see-through slide at that height takes serious guts, but the adrenaline rush and stunning views make it worth it. Nerves of steel are required. Number 2, the Aqua Loop. Ever heard of this? It is an adrenaline junkie's dream. It's so fast that if you're not dressed right, you might get stuck halfway through the loop. That's why some parks ask you to wear your swim shorts inside out to avoid any zippers or cords getting caught. Here's how it goes. You step into the capsule, cross your arms, and before you know it, the floor drops out. You're sliding down and around the loop in just seconds. Most people make it out just fine, but a few have had minor issues because they didn't follow the rules. So listen to the staff, wear the right gear, and get ready for a wild ride. Number 3, longest mountainside slide. The Hillside Waterslide in Lishui City, China is for only the brave. This is the longest mountainside waterslide in the world, stretching a fantastic 8,933 feet. It starts at the top of a mountain in a thick forest and winds down in a zigzag pattern. In the beginning, you can easily see all this through the scenic beauty of the forest. Sliding out from the mountain occurs at the rate of 30 kilometers per hour, but what makes the slide different from the rest is the last part of the slide, which is entirely made out of glass. Sliding across this see-through part gives you a sensation of gliding in the air over the ground, fills you with a thrill, and brings an element of fear. In 2019, recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records, Hillside Waterslide gained the title of the longest waterslide in the world. This breathtaking view will surely leave your heart racing on this record-breaking ride. Number 4, London's ultimate thrill. The ArcelorMittal Orbital Slide in London's Olympic Park is the world's longest and fastest tunnel slide. Riders gear up with helmets before plunging into an adventure. As you zoom down, you'll hit moments of total darkness mixed with breathtaking peaks at the London skyline. It's so intense you'll want to ride again and again to soak it all in. For those seeking an adrenaline rush, this slide offers a thrilling, high-speed journey that's unforgettable. If you're an extreme adventure junkie, this is the slide for you. Number 5, Insano. In Brazil, back in 1989, they built a monster of a waterslide called Insano. Imagine plummeting down something as tall as a 14-story building at speeds hitting 65 miles per hour, all in just 5 seconds. The Guinness Book of World Records declared it the tallest and scariest waterslide on the planet Earth. While newer slides have taken over that title, the Insano still haunts the memories of those who dared to ride it. To take on the Insano, you had to go solo, flat on your back with arms and legs tightly crossed. The slide was so steep, you'd lift off and catch some air. Unlike other slides, this one was open, so if you went too high, things could get dicey quickly. Riders needed to be at least 4 feet 6 inches to give it a go. Number 6, the Steep Duo. These two slides are named Kala and Tai Nui, each 125 feet tall. You must measure at least 4 feet tall or weigh 30 kilograms to ride them. These slides are super steep, 70 degrees steep. They are well known for being among the highest slides, rating in the top 10 for waterslide enthusiasts. As you slide down, you will hear nice music being played, which adds to the experience and shifts it from fun to somewhat surreal. Number 7. A wild ride. The Sahara Sidewinder at Kalahari Resorts in Ohio was a wild ride that promised high speeds and thrills. Riders would shoot down dark tunnels, gather speed, and then zoom into tight curves around huge saucer openings. It sounded fun, but there was a big problem: injuries. Many people got hurt on this slide, though not all cases were reported. In 2012, a family sued the resort, saying their young boy got injured on the Sidewinder. While they didn't say exactly what happened to the boy, it was clear that the resort knew about the risks from previous injuries and did nothing to fix them. After the lawsuits, Kalahari Resorts finally shut down the Sahara Sidewinder for good. Number 8. The Leap of Faith. Imagine the ultimate thrill with the Leap of Faith. You're at the top of a Mayan temple, about to take a heart-pounding drop. Not just from excitement, you'll scream because you're falling through an aquarium and the water is filled with sharks. You will slide through a crystal tunnel so close to the hammerhead sharks that you could easily count their teeth if you stood still. It's one roaring ride where you come face to face with the natural predators. Number 9. The Aquasphere. It looks like a regular water slide, but it's way more intense. You start on a raft, expecting a smooth ride. But when you hit the big round sections, things get crazy. The raft can spin and send you backward through tight twists and turns. It's a thrilling ride, but also risky. Many people have gotten hurt, and one kid even got knocked out from hitting the walls too hard. This definitely isn't your typical water slide. Number 10. The Lit Slide. This is one of the wildest water slides out there. It's like a water slide mixed with a roller coaster, giving you the best of both worlds. You start with a rush of water that shoots you down, zipping through twists and turns that get your heart racing. Then, you enter a tunnel with cool lights and sounds, like an underwater disco, adding a fun twist to the ride. Just when you think it's done, there's one last big drop and a splash that drenches you completely. This ride has it all. Number 11. Kilamanjaro Waterslide. This slide is the most dangerous slide you'll ever come across. Located in Brazil, stands at a terrifying 164 feet tall. Just looking at it can make your heart race. The ride starts with a nearly vertical drop, making you feel like you're plummeting straight down. You hit crazy speeds, almost 60 miles per hour. It's over in a few seconds, but it feels like a lifetime. Imagine feeling like you're free-falling with nothing but water beneath you. Number 12. Expirado. Standing at a height of 32 meters, this slide is seriously intimidating. As soon as you start your descent, you drop almost vertically, hitting high speeds that get your heart racing. The slide stretches 142 meters long. At the end, you splash down into a pool that looks like it's full of piranhas. What makes Expirado so dangerous is the mix of high speed and sharp turns. You have to brace yourself to stay in control as you zoom through. The design keeps you on edge, always guessing what's next. Number 13. Captain Spacemaker. It's the tallest water slide in Europe at 138 feet high. 2 people can ride together, and it starts with a terrifying drop. You zoom down at speeds up to 62 mph, and because the slide is so broad, it feels like you might fall off at any moment. This makes the ride super intense and a bit scary. It's one of the most dangerous water slides out there. Number 14. The Cannonball Loop. No wonder this one did not last long. This slide was located at Action Park in New Jersey, also known as Accident Park, which was one crazy ride. This slide had a full vertical loop at the end, just like a roller coaster. The stories about this ride are wild. No one dared to ride the Cannonball Loop twice. The park owner even offered employees $100 to try it. Some brave souls took the challenge, only to come back with nosebleeds and back injuries. One guy got stuck at the top of the loop, and another kid hit his head so hard he barely made it out. And the reward for surviving this terror? A splash from a garden hose, like that's going to make you forget the nightmare. But hey, at least they got $100 out of it. Number 15. Striker Slide in Ras Al Khaimah. This slide is 75 feet tall and sends you down at speeds up to 40 miles per hour. It's not just the speed that's exciting, the sharp twists and steep drops get your heart racing. There's even a near-vertical plunge midway through that will make you scream. The slide is packed with sudden surprises, keeping you on edge the whole time. Even though it's intense, it's safe and well-designed, so you can just enjoy the thrill. Number 16. Most satisfying water slide. This water slide is a feast for the eyes. The colorful patterns make it super satisfying as you slide down. Imagine sliding through and being surrounded by all those bright designs. It's not just a ride, it's a visual delight. Number 17. The Tower of Power Water Slide. This slide looks insanely dangerous right from the start. Just looking at the steep drop is enough to make your heart race. It takes serious guts to sit at the top and go through with it. We see someone getting ready, being told to hold on tight. As they go down, you can see the sheer steepness of the slide. First, it's an open slide. Then it transitions into a glass tube, finally ending with a splash into the water. Number 18. The Scorpion's Tail. Looking for something even crazier than the Aqua Loop? Check out the Scorpion's Tail at Noah's Ark in Wisconsin. This isn't just any water slide, it's America's first looping water slide in the country's biggest water park. If you love an adrenaline rush, this spot is a must-visit. What sets the Scorpion's Tail apart is its insane height and length. Imagine dropping from a 10-story building and then looping around, all while covering a distance longer than a football field in mere seconds. That's what this ride offers. Number 19. Chicago's Ultimate Water Coaster.
You guys are scared!
No.
Meet Surge Water Coaster in Chicago, the world's longest water coaster slide. Unlike conventional slides, this one propels you from bottom to top using high-flow water jets. Standing at 86 feet tall and 950 feet long, it's traveled over 45 kilometers per hour. Launched on May 29, 2021, this ride became one of the most famous water slides around the world. It is thrilling because it has a dangerously high flow and excellent combinations of turns. Moreover, there is the fun part about the lighting in the tunnel. Number 20. Tooco Slide. This double-lane slide at Parque Aquático Cascaneia, Gaspar, Brazil, is all about high-speed fun and racing your friends or family. You zip down a steep slide that's 125 feet tall, twisting and turning all the way. At the bottom, you splash into a pool, feeling both excited and relieved. Safety rules like height and weight limits make sure everyone stays safe while having a blast. Tooco is super popular at Cascaneia because it mixes speed, friendly races, and the joy of sliding in Brazil's beautiful outdoors. Number 21. The Giant Slide. This epic water slide adventure features double seating so you can share all the fun with a friend. It will have you starting your journey in your raft, where powerful jets of water quickly help you pick up speed. The ride has enclosed sections that make it exhilarating since you cannot see what comes next. The automatic roller system keeps your speed up as you go through the twists, turns, and falls. The ride finishes with a thrilling drop into a splash pool. It is part water slide, part roller coaster, and this is one of the must-try attractions at Schlitterbahn Galveston. Number 22. Cliff Diver Slide in Calverton. This bad boy is 130 feet tall, surrounded by a thick forest. Sounds like a thrill, right? So, you climb up to the top and you're already feeling those nerves kick in. This slide is completely open, so you see everything. As you start to slide, it feels like free-falling right through the trees. The view is insane, and the speed? Let's just say it's fast enough to make you scream your lungs out. What's wild is how isolated it feels. You're up there with nothing but nature around you. The mix of your screams and the sounds of the forest is something else. Number 23. Verreek. This water slide stood taller than Niagara Falls at a whopping 168 feet and 7 inches. Crazy, right? To get to the top, you had to climb 264 steps. That was just the warm-up. Once you made it up there, you'd strap into a 3-person raft with your friends, holding on tight. Then came the heart-stopping drop, sending you down at speeds up to 70 miles per hour. Just when you thought it couldn't get any wilder, you'd hit a giant bump in the middle, making you feel like you were floating for a second. Number 24. AquaDuck. This isn't just any water slide. It's a 765-foot-long water coaster that takes you around 4 decks of the ship. You start with a thrilling 42-foot drop, and then powerful water jets shoot you through the tube at high speeds. One of the craziest parts is when the slide goes over the edge of a ship, so you're 150 feet above the ocean with only a clear tube under you. The ride also takes you through the AquaDuck Dome, giving you awesome views of the sea. It's a mix of a water slide and a roller coaster, perfect for anyone looking for an exciting adventure on the Disney Dream. Number 25. Rapid Racer. The Rapid Racer at Adventure Island in Tampa is all about speed and competition. Imagine 2 people side by side racing down a super steep slide in tubes. It's like a race to the finish line, but on water. This slide is 600 feet long, with lots of twists, turns, and tunnels that make it super exciting. You go down, zoom through dark tunnels, and then pop out into the sunlight. It's a wild ride from start to finish. They take safety seriously here, with rules about how tall and heavy you can be to ride. But once you're on, get ready for a heart-pounding race against your friend. It's one of the most thrilling slides at Adventure Island, perfect if you love a good adrenaline rush and friendly competition. Number 26. Waterslide Rebels. Get a reality check. This ride may be safe, but this group of friends set out to break every rule imaginable at a water park. They intentionally get stuck in the middle of one of the water slides, thinking it's all fun and games. Out for nowhere, another person rockets down the slide at full speed. He isn't slowing down and can't be stopped. The friends see him coming, but it's too late. He bursts onto them, sending everyone flying into the hole at the end of the slide. Their little stunt ends with a splash and probably a few bruises. Number 27. Daredevil's Peak Waterslide. This beast is the tallest waterslide in the Caribbean, 135 feet tall. The trip to the very top is an adventure itself, but it gets better when you push off and begin the 35-second ride down to the base. The slide is not just tall, though, it's also really fast. You'll be swooshing down the slide with the gush of wind so fast into the water that you won't realize you've missed those rings, flashing all the colors. Pro tip: wear a swim shirt or rash guard, because going down at those speeds can give your back a beating. It's a fully enclosed slide, so once you're in, it's just you and the ride. It's a beautiful but scary journey from top to bottom. Number 28. Board takes off alone. Check out this hilarious moment on a water slide. A woman is sitting on her board, ready for a smooth ride. Suddenly, a gush of water shoots out and her board takes off without her. She's left lying there, just going with the flow, literally. Number 29. Waterslide Collision. In this video, we see a kid getting stuck halfway up the water slide and start walking back towards the entrance. Suddenly, another kid comes down, splashing water everywhere, and takes the first kid down with him. So that is for today's video. Which slide among these would you want to try once in your life? Let us know in the comments below, and we will see you in the next video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more content like this coming your way. See you in the next one. Goodbye.